Hi, I don't have anything prepared for this intro, so this is awkward. Let's go.
Live from the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack, featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
Oh, what's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today is Wednesday, September 22nd, 2021, and this is episode number 336 of Barry on Deck. As always, Barry on Deck brought to you by the AP Law Group. If you have been injured in an accident, do yourself a solid. Put that number in your phone, 713-913-GO-AP. That way you do not get bullied by the insurance companies. You have somebody representing you that gives you that big firm results and that small firm attention. Hey, welcome to the program. Thank you guys for being here. This is Barry on Deck. I am your host, your MC for the next 2 hours. Our journey into sports talk continues. I feel like I have to have something better to say, but you know, it's look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not myself right now. I need a Snickers. I'm hungry. I'm not tired. I got some good rest last night. After a sports riot, I took 2 Benadryls and went to sleep. I did. I went to sleep. But I'm GTSS. I have different levels of stress going on in my life right now. So I'm a little GTSS. I'm a little I'm just going through a little thing, and not a big deal. I'm not lamenting I know there are people going through way more shit than I. So just understand this. A little off today. I feel it. Maybe it might be an off show. Forgive me if you're new to the program. Don't hold it against me. Please come back. We have good shows on here 9 times out of 10. Every once in a while, it's a shitty show. Every once in a while, I shit the bed. I let you down. I don't perform up to expectations. And this might be one of those days. I don't know. Just got, things I'm dealing with. So I hope it's a good show. I hope you're entertained, and I hope you're having a good day so far. Mark G said, I'm bad with acronyms, GTSS. I feel like this is Mark G's. This is 2 days in a row where Mark has really, really not been on board with the deckhead community. Really. Like, he shows up, he's like, I listen. And then he's like, well, what about fantasy? How do you not know GTSS? Like, anybody that's, Mark, you've been around Barry on Deck for a hot minute. You don't know GTSS is going through some shit? Like, we're all going through some shit. I get it. Some of us more than others. But yeah, instead of saying going through some shit, we just say GTSS. How do you not know that? Now I got to add that to my list of things that I'm going through. What's up, Stephen Luther? All right, let's get to it. Enough talking about nothing. I didn't add my slides, so I apologize, people. Oh, shit. Justin Swinford with the 20. What? Justin, buddy, thank you. He said, cheer up, Buttercup. We love you. Lamb bomb. Shot time. The last time I started to feel like this was because I was drinking too much. This time, I think it's because I'm not eating enough. I don't drink a lot like I used to. I certainly don't. I mean, I a couple shots a week here and there. Now I drink more on Sports Riot than anywhere else. So I've gotten it reeled in. So I know for a fact that these feelings I'm having are not alcohol related. But buddy, first of all, thank you for the super chat. This will cheer me up, as will the super chat. And you know what? You being here helps a ton too. All of you, because I feel like we're going to do the shot. Let me just say this. I was thinking about this as I was going live. With all the things going on, with all the things that I'm trying to, deal with over the last couple days and couple days coming up. Like, the one escape that I have for 2 hours is this. The show prep is part of but then once 2:05, I almost said 2 o'clock, but let's be real. Once 2:05 hits, I get like this calmness about me. I get this, I feel good. I'm like, okay, nothing else matters for the next couple of hours. I hope that is the same for you. But nonetheless, Justin and everybody else, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you. And cheers. Oh. What did Dimata? Let's just do that. Let's do the chat first. Let's get to the greatest decade in the history of the world. At least for the next 2 hours. My dog, my dude. My man, my son. My lawn talk partner in crime, Keith Sager, in the building. First in the chat and the first super chat. Triple crown time, because I'm sure he got the first like. So Jeff Bell, if you're listening, if you're out there, is anybody out there? Jeff Bell, put Mr. Keith Sager down for a triple crown, would you please, sir? And Keith, thank you for being here early. Chris Reyes, thank you for being here early as well. I see Wallace and Terrence all in the screenshot with Black Sheep and G-Man, and House is in the building early. Good to see you for a change, man. Alan and Keith and Ray and John and Mark and Barry on Sports is here. Okay, that's me. I'm going to need you to calm down, sir. We're all here. We're all doing it. Let's get some more chat in here before we roll. Uriel Villanueva, Justin Swinford, who just sent the super chat for the shot and the $20. I appreciate you, buddy. Fidel and Eric and Joe Pro. What's up, dude? Joe Pro is a very calming effect when I see him and see him talk. Joe, there's something about Joe Pro where you could be all like, ah, and then you talk to Joe Pro and you're like, yeah, okay. It's cool. I get it. By the way, what's going on right here? It's all red right there. What just happened? I don't know. Who else is here? Steven the Weather Guy, Aaron Bryant, Christy. What's up? The Soul Stealer, Christy Spark is in the building. My sweet Donna, how are you? You and Cece make me smile. I love it. Who else is here? Who else? TDP, I got TDP. I got Ray. I got Lisa, the real. The real in the building. There's Philip Barnard and Matt Poche. And who else? Perry, what's up, dude? Walt, what's up, homie? Marty, my dude. I love me some Marty. Ben, how are you, my friend? Black Sheep, I see you. We got you earlier, though. You don't get it twice. Mark G, you bad with acronyms. Let's see what Dimata said. He said, hello, everybody. Kid gets hit riding his bike to school. An ambulance gets hit and rolls over, and a car gets hit and rolls into a ditch. All this within a few blocks of my house in Atascocita. Well, for Atascocita, sorry, not Atascocita. First of all, holy shit, that is a lot. Second of all, I really thought you were saying your kid got hit, and I was about to freak out. Like, my GTSS is nothing compared to that. So I'm glad it wasn't your kid. I mean, that sucks. It was somebody's kid. But let's be real. If you're gonna have to see a kid get harmed, you kind of wish it's someone else's. Okay, that doesn't sound right. But let's be real. All right, you know what? This is a bad conversation to have. I'm trying to get you guys to wish ill on other kids except your own. It's not okay. Marsha, how are you? Oh, Tony the Handsome. Good to see you, buddy. Stephen Luther is here. Who else? John Garza, what's up, dog? Dog, what's up, dog? Donna Shelby is definitely going through some shit. She is definitely GTSS. It's heartbreaking. I'm like, man, can the world give Shelby a break, please? I know, like, that's why I say my shit pales in comparison to what some of y'all are going through. Poor Shelbsters. My heart is breaking and aching for her, man. Breaking and aching. Let's see, what else? Oh, Mark G sent a super chat, buddy. Thank you. I appreciate that. And you know, it's still going to yell at you. He said, I for real have to ask what GTSS means in a month. My brain just doesn't remember acronyms, but I still love you in the deck. Oh, we still love you too, buddy. Still love you to death. For reals. Get that shit straight. What? Hey, Todd. Todd's alive. That's always good. All right, let's start the show. I don't have headlines, by the way. I didn't tweet the show out. I don't care about the numbers today. You guys are here. That's all I give a fuck about. I'm not going to go tweet the show for the 4 people that might remember and click on it. Fuck them. We've been doing this 336 times. If they forgot it at 2 o'clock today, whatever. We're just not going to have them today. But it is a Whisker Wednesday, so I've got that going, which is cool. I got fantasy football updates. In fact, here's the topics for the day that we're going to get to. So we've got, I've got the video of Kevin Keirmaier stealing the scouting report from the Blue Jays, which I didn't even know that happened until they brought it up on Sports Right last night. But I got the video of that. I got Conor McGregor throwing out the first pitch. I've got Manny Pacquiao news. News on the Houston hockey front. Probably not good news. Plus, we're going to do a quiz today. It's a Whisker Wednesday, so I could bring you that. I've got a bunch of non-sports stuff to talk about, and some NFL stuff, and a Steelers fan that maybe you don't want to hang out with is Justin Kelm here. Maybe it's Justin Kelm. I don't know. What's up, Frank? Good to see you, buddy. So we got a lot to get to, but let's go ahead, because normally on Tuesdays is when I want to do the fantasy updates. You get through Sunday and Monday and Thursday, and we do Barry on Deck fantasy football updates. Didn't get to it yesterday because you sons of bitches are changing your team names every week. And I'm going to tell you right now, stop it. You're making it harder on Jen. And then if she's mad, I got to deal with it. And I don't appreciate that. I got enough shit to deal with. I don't need an angry Jen to deal with. Okay? Mark said, I honestly don't want Tillman to be the one to bring. Save it. Seriously, save it for we're going to talk hockey. So save it for a little while. I want to challenge this week's fantasy football results. John Wessling cheated. No, John Wessling didn't cheat. There's no way to cheat at fantasy. If you're cheating at fantasy, then you're fixing the games. That's just how that works. So here's fantasy for Barry on Deck. Because what you're talking about, or Joey, are you talking about the Barry on Deck League or the League of Pain? I don't know which one you're talking about. But here is your fantasy updates. So this is the BZH 420 League. And here we see Brandon Gary beating Brian, BZH 420, 141 to 125. Hugo takes a big old shit. Eric Resendez tapped that ass. Who else? Jared Taylor beat Robert, the king, the king of the deckheads. Robert likes beer. Boy, Robert barely scraped out 103 points. That ain't good. Jeff Bell winning big time. Holy shnikes. 179 to 119. Oof. That's not good. Let's see who else. Oh, Ryan Garris beat Amos 122 to 108. So there you see the standings on the right. Ryan Garris is 2-0 in the West, with Jay Greasy, Jeff Bell, and Amos at 1-1, and Robert Likes Beer, the king of the deckheads. Definitely not the king of fantasy, 0-2. Titan Hugo talked all that shit about defending his crown. Starts off the season 0-2. Eric Resendez, Jared Taylor, and BZH 420 all 1-1, and then Brandon Gary leading that league 2-0. Others that are over there, let's see. This is, whose league is this? Walt's league. Walt takes a tumble. Walt started off, Walt was the overall fantasy champion last year. Not a great start for Walt. 0-2 defending his crown. Matt Poche takes him down. 140. Matt Poche went down on Walt. No, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. Matt Poche took Walt down. 146 to 133. Michael Turner with a burner. 184 to 106. God damn, Liebeshock. Did you sit your whole team? Michael Turner out here killing it with Tyrod's hamstring. So we know one guy changed his team name. Mike, you jerk ass jerk. 184 to 106. Boy, in the sleeper ass boring game of the week, truck driver Pookie and Mr. Anderson, 84 to 78. Boring. House is 2-0. What is happening to my world? House is 2-0. Beats KD 129 to 84. KD. I don't know if KD's here right now. But, dude, you totally shit the bed this week. Totally shit the bed. And then Fidel turning in a rousing performance, 178 to 88. D-Mata. At least you didn't have the lowest points in your league, D-Mata, but this league sucks, if we're being honest. This league is just ass. You got truck driver Pookie and Chris Householder. What? The shittiest fantasy player on the planet, Reverend House, is 2-0. As is TDP, KD, Walt, and Anderson, all 0-2. And then you've got Michael Turner 2-0, Lee Shock at 1-1, D Mata, Matt Poche, and Fidel all 1-1 in that league. All right, next league we go to. Whose league is this? Is this? I don't know who turns this in. Is this B Mart's league? Yeah, Brandon Martinez. Cisco with the win, 124 to 108 over Steven Uzik's Wrigley bitches. My long talk fellow Keith Sager, 155 to 120 over Michael Caravantes. Mark G taking out B Mart barely. Ooh, that was a good game. 109.68 to 108.52. Oh. Sylvia absolutely murking Dandy Dan 155 to 103, and Christopher Mina putting that ass whooping on Mr. 1% Chris Reyes 163 to 130. That's a tough matchup. You got to feel bad for Chris. You go 130 and lose. That sucks. You could have played almost anybody else in that league and gotten a dub except for Keith and Sylvia. But damn, that sucks. That's the worst. So the way it looks over there in that league, only one undefeated team left, and it is Mr. Mina sitting at 2-0. And Chris Reyes, Steven Uzik, Francisco, and Keith Sager all 1-1. The old West, the West of the B-Mart League, pretty shitty. Pretty shitty. It's like the AFC South. All 1-1 or 0-2. Get your shit together, guys. Can you please step up? Sylvia, I expect so much better of you than that. What are you doing? That's just terrible. Now the only league that matters. I want a recount. I demand a recount. This is bullshit. I somehow lost 132 to 126. I ran into Aaron Jones and 4 touchdowns, and that's why I lost. And if it wasn't for that, it would have been an ass whooping. But Aaron Jones got me. So David T. PP Dubs wins 132 to 126. John Wessling beat Robert, a.k.a. Black Sheep. Shut up, PP Dubs. Put your goddamn... Suck it. Put your fucking hands down. John Wessling beat Black Sheep 116 to 94. Black Sheep claiming John Wessling cheated. No, he just whooped that ass. Clarence 137.72 beats CC 137.22. Oh my God. CC. What I would love to see CC's. I like that CC's team name is still Anna's Ghost. That's so fantastic. I wonder if Anna's alive. Nonetheless, Clarence beats CC by a half a fucking point. The only thing worse than losing by 0.5 is losing by 0.4. God damn it, CC. I would be so angry, I would quit fantasy. I'd be like, you know what? Fuck this league. Fuck this team. Fuck these points. Fuck Clarence. I hope he gets a rash on his butthole and it itches for 3 weeks. I'm not playing this. I quit. But that's not her. She'll fight through. Lisa, the real beat TD 139 to 124. And then Pink Valkyrie beat Uriel Villanueva 181 to 137. Is 181 the highest point total of the all 4 leagues? Let's see. Can this beat 181? Nope. We got 179 over there. Can they beat 181 here? Oh yeah. Michael Turner with the 184. Mr. Turner Burner with the 184. Can we got anybody beating 184 here? Nope. So Michael Turner turning in the biggest point total. And what does that mean? What is that? Get my score right. Dandy Dan said, Barry, could you at least get my score right? Bitch, what are you talking about? Where did I fuck up, Dan? Where did I fuck up, Dan? Huh? I don't see it. What league are you in? I got to go through all the goddamn leagues again because Dandy Dan cried like a bitch. There you go. I said 155 to 103.9. No, I didn't know Michael Turner was White Magic. I had no idea that was his real name. Nerd. Hey guys, I'm White Magic. I'm a blood. No, you're fucking Michael Turner. You're a nerd. He's going to be so mad. He ain't here. Guys, don't tell him I said that. I don't want him to roll up and not do anything. I don't know. I definitely don't know. Yeah, look, they're like, everybody's like, do you guys know Barry? I don't, Penguin Katie says, I don't think he knows. No, I definitely didn't know. That's weird. I tried to put up Penguin Katie's thing and to put up Mark G's. Get out of here, Mark G. Nobody wants to see your ass right now. It won't put up PK's thing. Danny Dan said, I scored 130. And Jen said, hey, Dan, fuck you, man. It's a typo. Jen's about to block you, Dan. All right, so Dan scored 130. Guess what, Dan? Guess what that means? Guess what, Dan? You still lost, bitch. Dan, you still lost. You got your ass whooped. What's the difference between losing by 155 to 103 and 155 to 130? Your ass still got beat, Dan. It ain't respectable. You still lost by 25, fam. Ain't no respect in losing by 25. You get respect when you lose by 0.5. CC got all that respect. None of them wins. Change it to 10.3 for Dan. I should. I'd pull up the goddamn spreadsheet right now and change it. You thought who was going to get timed out? Hello, Donna. Hello, Donna. Hello, Robert. We were just talking about you. Right. Yeah. Right. Michael Turner. Crystal says Michael Turner sounds very 90s boy band, right? Hello. My name is Michael Turner. You're listening to The Back Sink. I feel like he would be like just like an extra in a boy band. Like, so we've got Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike. And Michael Turner over here. What do you do for New Edition? Well, I play the knee cymbals. What? Yeah, I play the knee cymbals and the spoons and the washboard. Wait, man, who the fuck dropped my shit, cuz? You did, bro. In your league name. And then the whole chat snitched on you. Then the whole chat snitched on you. There's no moral victories. Hi, my name is Michael. I play the harp. Jen's like, you did, bitch. What? Yeah. Oh, yeah. You gonna go with Jen, Michael? You gonna go with Jen, Michael? I didn't think so, fam. White Mike is like, I don't want that smoke. He's like, oh, that's how we play it? Bet. That's somebody that's like, I'm not gonna lose. I'm not gonna win this. I'm just gonna flail about for a second. Oh, is that what we doing? Okay, bitch. Okay. Keep playing, motherfuckers. Okay. I do that all the time. And then you don't do nothing. Cece, you're the one that snitched on him. What are you talking about? Wait. What? Tony wants to know, does White Magic sound like Machine Gun Kelly? No. He sounds like Toe Down. It does make White Mike fit even better now, doesn't it? He's definitely White Michael. Hey, White Michael. I like that there's this feud now. And I know who's going to win. It won't be Michael. All right, so there's your fantasy updates. Congrats to all the winners, except the guy that beat me. He can suck it. Who was it that beat me again? David, PP Dubs. Suck it, bitch. Okay? Suck it, bitch. Truck Driver 2. Pookie said the Back Sink Boys is going to be my new team name in honor of Michael Turner. Oh, hello, Sid. Even Sid is piling on. She's like, Michael Turner? Wait a minute. She's like, oh, God damn it, Sid. Et tu, Brute? Get that knife out of my back. I'm going to go to my trunk. I'm going to get my gun. I'm coming back. I'm shooting all you bitches. All of y'all. This is White Mike in the chat. No need to... Mr. Turner is angry. Mr. Turner is angry. And Sid's just piling on. It is fucking hilarious. Sid just comes in late. She's like, oh, are we all ganging up on White Mike? I'm in. Hello, Mr. Turner. How are you? Michael, good day. Michael, calm down. Michael. So funny. Oh, my God. This is so hilarious. Yeah. Oh, that's it, Mark. I'm going to my trunk. I'm getting my weapon. What was that? White man can't jump, right? Yeah, white man can't jump. Oh, that's good times. All right, let's see. What do we want to start with? We did the fantasy sports updates. We got that out of the way. What else we talking? Lots of shit, right? Just lots of shit. I wanted to bring, I don't have like a fancy slide or anything. One of the things I didn't get to on Monday or Tuesday that we could talk about today is the fucking taunting rules in the NFL. And I should stop. What's up, Tracy? Sydney said, it's all love. Partially. I mean, kind of. It's all love for Michael, not Turner. I'm sorry, Turner. Oh. Oh, that's so funny. The NFL taunting rules. This actually happened in the Texans game. I forget who it was. It was a defensive play, turnover. One of the linebackers, whoever gets the ball. I don't remember who it was, but he gets the fumble or interception. Don't recall. Memory is shot. So bad. And he spins the ball in excitement and celebration. And then they throw a flag and say that it's taunting that he spun the ball at the Browns bench. And if you watch it, it's not really. It might be a, yeah. But he didn't like throw it like a dreidel where he's like, wow. And he fucking spun it into the bench and it's knocking people over like a bowling ball. He just, he just spun it and looked. That was it. And they threw a flag. And that happened a lot in week 2. If we're being, that was a lot. And it just feels like, okay, I get it. You don't want a lot of taunting, but why? Like, these are grown ass dudes. Do you not think, NFL, that these dudes are talking mad shit to each other before, during, and after the snap? I mean, it's nonstop. It really is. It's nonstop trash talk. So what is spinning the ball? What is it? Oh, well, now we saw it. We saw it. We can't hear you. We can't hear all of the awful things you say to each other. But we saw you spin a football. Look at that. Look, huh? Look, do I impress you guys sometimes with my references? I know my vocabulary is good because on the Discord in a private group, I used the words, what did I say? Quorum. And everyone was like, what? I said, we have a quorum. And half the group that I'm in was like, what's that? I don't know what that is. Yeah, you didn't know I had the dreidel reference in me, huh? Well, there you go. I'm well-rounded, Steven Uzik. Well-rounded indeed. By the way, it was just Walt that didn't know what a quorum was. White Magic's just shooting shots at everybody. White Magic is in the chat. He's attacking Crystal and Tony the Handsome. And you notice who he didn't attack though? He didn't attack Jen or Sydney. So he's like, I think I get Crystal, maybe. This is risky, but he's like, Tony the Handsome, I'm not worried about it. He's very, very passive aggressive. Like, but I'm not going to go after Jen. I'm not going to go after Jen or Sydney. Because, they'll whoop my ass. Mark G said, this reminds me of Cortland Finnegan being asked who the hardest receiver to talk trash to, Larry Fitzgerald, because he would respond with talking nice and asking how his mom was doing. Is that true? I've never heard that story, but that's hilarious, Mark. Thank you for sharing that. That's got to be the word. Justice Swinford said, is Barry Jewish? No. I am as not Jewish as they come. Well, I am circumcised, so I guess I'm not as not Jewish as they come. I think if I was not circumcised and maybe into devil worship, that would be the least Jewish you could be. So, no, not Jewish. A lot of people think I look Jewish. I don't know what that means. Wait, Barry is white and not Jewish? Yeah. What? Who knew? Yeah. I was raised, well, I really wasn't raised with religion. I was kind of fortunate. Like, my dad is like Lutheran, but I think that's just because that church was the closest to his house. So it was like, yeah, I don't really want to go too far to worship God. I'm not trying to go across town to be Baptist. What is that? What is that church? What is that? That's Lutheran? We're Lutheran. And then like my mom wasn't very like, if she was anything, I don't know. There was like a Baptist church at my elementary school that I went to once. And the only reason, this is way off topic, but you guys are to blame for this, chat. I'm not a light-skinned black dude, Perry. Super white. Again, not circumcised, small peen. Definitely not Jewish. Definitely not black. But there was the only reason. So I've been baptized or saved. No, I was never baptized. I was saved. And I got to be honest. And I feel like more people do this. They just don't admit it. And I don't go to church a lot. But back in the day, there was a Baptist church at the elementary school. And I thought, you know what? Why not? For like 3 weeks, I was super into Jesus. So I was like, I'm going to go to this Baptist church. Look, the only reason... Oh, it makes you happy that I've been saved, CC? Well, let's let Daddy finish the story first. So I'm sitting in the church at this Baptist church, which is really just the cafeteria of Francone Elementary School. Because I went to Millsap first and then to Francone Elementary. So I'm a Francone Elementary guy. And I got nothing better to do on a Sunday. So I'm like, well, let me just mosey on over to Francone and get me some Baptist church stuff. And I'm sitting in the back by myself. Mom dropped me off. It's church. Yeah, I had Jesus for 3 weeks, bro. It was amazing. I was super into it for 3 weeks. Oh, my God. So, let me finish the story. Fuck. Let me fucking finish my story about Jesus, for fuck's sake. Let me tell you about the time that I was fucking saved. All right, that's not very religious. Anyways, chat. So I'm like, I'm going to give me some Jesus at Francone Elementary. This is where I was. And I'm sitting in the back and I'm listening. And then they bring in a band. They're like, we got this band. It's Tammy and the Why Nots. I don't know what the fuck their name was. I don't know what it was called. It was like, I think the lead, it was like a dude and a chick and then a bunch of people that looked like they were into drugs at one point. But then they were like, you know what? Drugs are expensive and Jesus is free. I'll go Jesus. It was like, I don't know, Tammy and the Why Nots. I have no idea. Yeah, I'm sorry, Todd. I'm sorry. The language got a little inappropriate. I apologize. Lord, I apologize. Anyway, so Tammy and the Why Nots is playing at the Francone Baptist Church. Francone Elementary Baptist Church. And I'm like all into this. I'm just like, oh my God, this is what I do now. I mean, this is what I do. I love Jesus. I love Jesus so much. This is so great. Look at it. We got Tammy and the Why Nots, and you got some food over here for afterwards. And then they go, all right now, everybody, who wants to be saved? And I was like, what does that mean? They're like, you can come up to the front of the church in front of everybody and be saved. And I was like, oh, you mean I get some stage time? Because I swear to you, literally the only thing I could think about is if I go up there and get saved, I'm not worried about what Jesus thinks. I'm not worried about what that means for the rest of my life and eternal damnation. Everybody's going to be looking at me and paying attention. I'm about to get so much attention. Because then I'm watching, and I'm in the back, like I said, by myself, no mom. She dropped me off. She had to go home and drink, or I don't know, find a husband. I don't know what it was she was doing. I don't know what Jenny's mom was doing back then, leaving her 8-year-old kid at a fucking Baptist elementary school. I don't know what that was. Thanks, Mom. Anyways, I'm by myself, sitting in the back, watching a few people trickle up to the stage, and the church is applauding them, and they're on the way back, they're getting high-fived, and everyone's hugging them, and I was like, yo, I want some of that attention. I really want some of this attention. They're like, anybody else want to give their life over to Christ? And I was like, well, do I get a lot of high fives and hugs? Because if so, I'm down. And I just raised my hand. I was like, yeah, let's do this. They're like, come on up, young man. I go up and they're like, I don't even remember what they said, to be honest with you. It was a long time ago. It was about 40 years ago or so. They were just, whatever they say when you get saved, they're just like, hey, do you take Jesus to be your lawfully wedded savior? And I was like, yeah, I do. And then, so I get saved and I get high fives and I'm fucking getting hugs, and everybody in the church is just paying attention to me. They're just like, oh my God, you got saved. Congratulations. Your relationship with Jesus is official now. And people are talking to me about the Lord, and I'm not listening. I'm just like, this is so great, man. Everybody knows who I am. So that was my first week at Baptist Church at Franklin Elementary. And then I went back 2 more weeks just to get saved. Every week I went to church, I went up and got saved just to get the high fives and hugs. And by week 3, the minister or whatever was like, say, fam, didn't you get saved the last 2 weeks? I was like, yes, sir. He's like, you know you don't have to do this every week, right? I do, though. Feels good to get these hugs and high fives. This validation every week? What are you talking about? Yeah, I'm getting saved every fucking week from now on, bro. What? What? Are you kidding me? Ain't nobody paying attention to me like this anywhere else. I'm getting saved every week, man. And then Jeff Leach got a trampoline and I never went back to church. Jeff Leach got a trampoline. I was like, bro, I'll be at your house Sunday, bro. We bouncing. Double bounce boys in the house, man. We gonna see how high you can get, Jeff. So for like 3 weeks straight, I was probably closer to the Lord than I've ever been. 3 weeks, man, getting saved. And then Jeff Leach had to fuck around and get a trampoline. And I've never been back to church since. It's probably honestly been a decade since I've been to church or more. I probably need to clip this. That's good little. That's all true, by the way. 100% true. 2:30 church. I might turn that into a little story for the stage. You're saved, all is well. Is that really all that matters, Cece? Is that it? Is that it? It's like, oh no, we don't care that you used Jesus for fame and high fives. We don't give a fuck. You're saved. Congratulations, you're one of us. One of us. One of us. We don't care that it was all for selfish personal reasons. Jesus is looking at me like, bro, first of all, you're not supposed to use the Lord's name in vain. Second of all, you're not supposed to use me for clout. I'm clout chasing at 8 at an elementary school Baptist church with Tammy and the Why Nots. And I'm just like, who's got hugs and high fives for the saved guy? Huh? Come on. Bring them to me, fam. Legit, my mom was like, you really want to go back? I was like, yeah, man. Fucking awesome, Mom. I'm getting saved. She's like, did you get saved 2 weeks in a row? Yeah. She was like, wow. Okay. Steven said, no wonder you drafted so many closers. Oh, that's too funny. No, I'm definitely not doing this bit in Provo. Definitely not. Provo clean is a thing. I'm definitely not doing this bit in Provo, Utah. They're going to be like, oh, this sinner. You use Jesus just to get high fives and hugs down the aisle? Oh, if he knew, I think he knows. I think he knows. If he is who he says he is. I bet D-Mata's story is way better. D-Mata's like, I was the altar boy for 3 years. D-Mata's like, oh, okay. Barry's out there getting saved for high fives. I was getting my dick sucked by the priest for attention. What? That's too far, D-Mata. Mark said, D-Mata, you okay? Yeah, I was giving up the booty to Father McClanahan. Hey, whatever. You get your attention your way. I'm going to get mine my way. Just say no, D-Mata. What does that mean? I was an altar server for years? What the fuck is an altar server? Do you guys need more blood of Jesus? Do you need more body of Christ over here? Are we good? Just the check? Okay. What is an altar server? Can I get you more wine? Can I get you guys more blood of Christ or body of Christ or anything? No, we're good. Any more biscuits? Okay. I'll just bring the check. Joe was at poor D-Mata, altar boy and Boy Scout, and still didn't get groped. D-Mata's out here just trying to get molested, and nobody wants to molest this ugly ass. Damn. D-Mata's like, let's see. I'll do Boy Scouts. I'll be an altar boy. Maybe I'll try gymnastics. I just can't get a motherfucker to touch me. What is the problem? Oh, that's hilarious. That is so funny. Oh, so an altar server is the same as an altar boy. Why not just call her an altar girl? What is this? An episode in Shameless and It's Always Sunny? I don't understand what that means, CC. You have to explain to me what that means. I don't know what that means. Donna said still going through therapy. Yeah, that's some, yeah. Yeah. You don't have Father McClanahan put stuff inside you and not go through therapy. Well, Catholics hate women. Well, that's very random. That was very random. Yeah, it's not politically correct, right? We got to change it from altar girl to altar server. Oh, no, these are altar boys. These women need to serve us. Altar servers. Boom. Oh, Cece said they had people get molested and wanted to know why they weren't. Yeah. Owen Dunn, I should say Lane Narrows, has a great bit about that. He says he went to his dentist. I'm not going to do the whole bit, but essentially he was at home one day watching the news and he sees his dentist on TV and he's being molested and he's being arrested for molesting like 12 to 15 patients. True story. He's watching the news. He's like, wait a minute. I went to him for 10 years. That motherfucker never tried to touch me. So. Anyways. All right. That got way off track. We got way out in the weeds. I apologize about that. Sorry if that was offensive to anyone. Okay, I'm not. If you get offended, if you watch this show and get offended by this point, it's your fault. It is your fault. Unless you're new. If this is your first time and you're like, I can't believe this guy used Jesus for attention. Well, stick around. It gets worse. I'll go do it right now. Okay? What is it, 4 days to Sunday? If I'm not getting what I need from you people in the chat, I'll go get saved again. I need my attentions. Oh, maybe it was the same one, Katie. Katie said that happened with my orthodontist caught by Channel 2's To Catch a Predator. Maybe it was the same one. Come to church with me, Barry. I got to be honest, Cece. I've been to white church, which of all the churches, white church is brutal, unless it's Tammy and the Why Nots and saves for everybody. Marty said, well, if you get offended easily, fuck you. Yeah. I mean, there's that. Cece, I would go to church with you, but hear me out. I don't know that I would do good at church. Like I can't sit still for very long unless I'm watching sports. I just ugh. That's a big time investment too. That's a big time investment. I've been to white church, which is super boring. I went to Nora, a Catholic service with Nora. That was boring. I've been to black church, which is exhausting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. 1 hour, be sounding like Reverend Leon Lonnie Love. Yeah. Free wine at Catholic church? Well, that's why Cece goes. Cece's pulling out her burial deck shot glass. Can I get some blood of Christ? Anybody? Can we get a little? How about some sweat of Lazarus? Anything? No? Hair of the dog? Anybody? All right. How about a little devil juice? Is that possible? I'll just go sit down. Okay. Oh, yeah. Terrence said that's an understatement about black church. I don't know if I've ever told this story. By the way, we're supposed to be doing sports. If you're here for sports, well, whoops, first of all. Let me check the strip. 57 people. It's not bad. I said I wasn't going to care about the numbers. Fuck it. See what happens. Oh, I'm Southern Baptist. We don't drink. Oh, she said, well, they don't drink. Well, then I'm definitely not going. I just figured there'd be like just a big ass bucket of like, Jesus whiskey. And you just, with a ladle, just figured that'd be it. Southern Baptist, woo. You should go. Clarence says I should go to Joel Osteen's church and see if I get thrown out. That's not a bad idea. You're a minister now. Go lead the congregation. Oh, that's true. That is true. Hearttop said, being offended after this long is like having a big girl sit in your face. You knew what you signed up for when you signed the waiver. Let me tell you this story about black church. I said black church is exhausting, and Terrence said, well, that's an understatement. And by the way, if you're listening on the podcast later, which if you want to get the show podcasted, you could absolutely do that. Pandora, Google Play, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you get your podcasts, you can get Barry on Deck. Audio version only, although it is a visual show. Not that you need to look at my beautiful face, but this is a visual show. Now, Terrence, I want to point out, said saying that black church is exhausting is an understatement. He's an African-American gentleman. He's just literally validating and vouching for the comment. However, when my foster brother, so I've been to a couple times I've gone to black church. And, a lot of standing up, sitting down, but that's Catholics too. And, a lot of praise and worship and singing and clapping. And I tell you what, though, when black church bleeds into a black funeral, it really gets crazy. Black church is one thing. Black funerals, which is part of black church, well, it's a whole other, I remember me and my mom went to my foster brother's funeral. He was African-American, if you didn't know. And he passed away July 1st, which is also Nora and I's anniversary. But July 1st, 2014 or 2015. It's been 6-7 years. But I went to the service with my mom. And I've never been to a black funeral. It's always been white family members that have died. And then the one black family member that I had passed away. So, of course, we went. I loved my brother. And me and my mom, and we're sitting there, and church starts, and they sing. And then they dance. There's a lot of clapping. There's some words. And then somebody tells some jokes. And then we dance again, and we sit down. So, there's a lot of standing up and sitting down. And then they sing again, and then we sit down. And then there's somebody else that tells a story, and then everybody's clapping. And then we stand up, and First of all, it was a lot of clapping. A lot of clapping at black church funeral. Lots and lots of clapping. Lots and lots of dancing and standing and sitting, and it was like a fun, it wasn't like fun like everybody was like, woo, I'm glad he's dead, but it was like it was a celebration of life. That's what a black funeral is. Black funerals, a lot of times, not all of them I'm guessing, but a black funeral is usually the celebration of life, not the mourning of death. But my mom, I swear to you. So we're up, down, clapping. Yeah, let's go. I remember this, we're telling stories and they're dancing and we're fucking trying to get into it. And it's a lot of prayer. And about 35 minutes into the service, my poor, sweet, innocent, very white mom looks over at me as we've just been dancing. We sit down and she looks at me and goes, this is exhausting. And I was like, yeah, I thought this was going to be a funeral. She was like, do you know how much longer it is? I almost was like, you feel like you're gonna die? You feel like you're gonna die right now too? She was fucking exhausted. It was I was tired. And Andy Huggins, who knew my brother Dante, we went by Touche Jackson as a comedian. But what's up, Notes? Good to see you, buddy. But Andy Huggins, who's a white comic, was like, man, that wore me out. Like, all the white people at this black funeral were like, boy, man, it's a good thing there's food afterwards because I am exhausted. I need to get up my energy again. I mean, who knew you would need a Gatorade after a black funeral? It was exhausting. That's why I said, Jen, yeah, it's not a, like, white people mourn death. Black people celebrate life. Same concept, same funeral, not same concept, but at a funeral. Yeah. Black people, 100% celebrating life. White people, 100% mourning death. I've never once been out of breath at a white funeral. I've never once been, boy, these white people sure do get down. It's more like, we going to Uncle Ralph's house because he doesn't really do his dishes. That's it. That's white people's funerals in a nutshell. And black people are like, hey, Annie Mae made the potato salad. You're not going to want to miss it. We're going to be out back. We got a DJ. We're having all of his favorites. And Uncle Ray's got the barbecue. So we'll see y'all out there. And then they just pick up the picture of him with the flowers and fucking take it outside and put it by the table. Everybody just fucking eats and talks shit about the dead at that point. That's the thing. Like, in the church, it's all fun and happy and a joyous celebration of the person's life. It's once you get to the food, that's when the shit talking of the dead starts. Tell me I'm lying, chat. Black folks in the chat, tell me I'm lying. Because once you're done, once you leave the church, now it's like, all right, we celebrated, we paid our respect. Now the roast begins. Now we're talking shit about the dead. And then it's a pretty amazing thing to be around and talk the talk and yeah, look, there goes Jen. Facts, no lies told. Yeah, Notes is African American. I'm telling you, it's the crazy. And the difference in white people, you do the white people food thing, you go to the white people's food, the after church, after morning thing, same shit. Now you're just sitting around eating a bunch of sad ass food. And that's the difference too. White people's food is sad and black people's food is happy. It's so fucking like, bro, barbecue. Barbecue is a happy thing. Fucking casseroles are sad. White people have casseroles and fucking, just, we got some broccoli and some soup and I made you a fucking green bean casserole. And black people are like, yo, we got yams and we got yams are just a fun food. We got fucking barbecue. Totally different. Terrence said, sometimes they talk shit and fight at the service. That too. There will be a couple scuffles at a black funeral. There will be some scuffles. There will be. Chris Reyes said, Hispanics have tacos. Yeah, but that's no matter what. I don't give a fuck if it's a funeral. I don't care if it's a graduation, a quinceañera, a fucking raid. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what it is, but if Hispanics are like, hold on, SA, let me get some fucking tacos in this bitch. Before we do anything, we have tacos. This is how it goes. Stephen the Weather Guy said Jewish funeral is like a big old delicatessen afterwards. Oh, really? Just a bunch of Jewish uncles and they're fucking slicing meat. Well, it wouldn't be ham, but fucking kosher. Oh, prime rib. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, yeah. Sid said they'll have a dessert table. Yeah, it won't be like, I brought a pie. They're like, hey, where's the dessert table at? A whole goddamn table. It's like, and then I feel like I've never said this at a black funeral, but I feel like somebody needs to look around and be like, see, this is why 3/4 of y'all have diabetes, because there's a whole goddamn table. All y'all sugar is up because this goddamn table is full of nothing but pies and shit. I just feel like that. Drew said, don't let there be several baby mamas. Oh, for the dead person? Shit. Better keep them separated like Bloods and Crips in that bitch. It's about to be on. There's going to be some earrings removed in that bitch. There's going to be some earrings removed in that bitch. Christy said, how's your diet going? I'm hungry. Christy, I'm so hungry. Super hungry. I went over my calories yesterday. I had like 1,600. Oh, I feel like a fat ass. And then what's weird is I ended up at like 203. I gained 2 pounds. It was weird. I got to work out. Christy said, change the subject. Why? Why am I changing the subject? What am I hiding from? Christy, why are you changing the subject? Was it awkward for you? How about that Conor McGregor first pitch? Why am I changing the subject? Did someone get offended in the chat? Because I see like Todd's asking about Conor McGregor. Oh, okay. So Christy, you weren't trying to change the subject. Okay. You were just asking because of the food. Okay. Then Todd's like, oh, so it's like you guys, I don't know. I like that other white people get nervous when a white person talks about black people. They're like, uh-oh, he's about to fuck up. I feel like I had enough years of experience hanging around with black people where I know the line. I feel like I have enough years of experience where I'm like, I know what's appropriate and inappropriate, and like all the inappropriate shit, like just it's not in my heart, so I don't have to worry about it. You know what I mean? Like I feel like there's some white people that deep down are like, I don't know about these black folks, but boy, I sure do love hip hop, so I'm gonna fit in. And then they eventually say some inappropriate shit. I don't think I have to worry about that. Here comes Marty. Marty just got this. Hey, fuck you! If you're offended. Notes over here talking about the fried chicken. Keep your funeral talk coming, Barry. Shit is legendary. Hey, thank you, buddy. That's just facts, though. That's just facts. P. Jones said he knows too much. I'm a spy for the white people, Perry. I'm a spy. What's that cracker motherfucker doing at this funeral? He's gonna tell him about the dessert table. Pretty soon, all these goddamn white people are gonna be having dessert tables at their funerals, and that's bullshit because that's our thing. There they go again. Appropriating our goddamn culture. Can we have anything, white people? Can we have anything? I mean, fair is fair. Y'all did take skinny jeans from us, so. Oh, damn. Shelby said, my mom's got 72 first cousins. I have been to entirely too many crazy ass funerals. Girl, 72 first cousins? Your family does a lot of fucking, Christy. I mean, Shelby, a lot of fucking. Sorry, all the white girls look alike. Sarah said we drafted Barry. Oh, that's hilarious. Todd said, the only going to black funerals from now on. My family can fuck off. I love it, Todd. I love it. Todd's like, I ain't going to no more of these boring ass white funerals. Bro, black people, you playing dominoes and shit. I swear to you. Card games will break. They'll be playing spades at a black funeral. They'll be fucking outdoors, partying, DJs, dominoes, fucking food. It is a goddamn party. After you leave church. Church is still a party inside, but it ain't the same as afterwards. And then it's weird because every once in a while I'd be like, man, yeah, boy, I was fucking that bitch. And then you look over and there's like your dead cousin. You're like, I was fucking, you know what? We'll get to it later. It's cool. It's okay. It's hilarious. Dimana said, everyone who first heard you on the radio all believed you were black. I did for like more than a year. Yeah, I don't know. Like, to me, I understand the concept of why that is, Dimana, but I don't hear it. I feel like I sound like a normal guy. Everybody's like, no, not necessarily like a, I mean, I don't mean normal guy, but I don't feel like there's anything different in the way that I talk that would tip people off to question what my race is. But I understand. I get it. It's not the first time. Because you say fam and you're from Houston. I mean, okay. Listen. See, thank you, Mark. Mark said, I never thought Barry sounded black. And look, there are people out there that will be offended by the words sounded black. What does that mean? Why does it sound black? I mean, just like you can sound white. So, I don't know. Marty, a lot of people have said that. When they meet me. In fact, I met a guy who I guess wasn't in on the joke, because when I was doing the ESPN radio thing with Joel and all that, the joke was people would text and be like, wait, so Barry's not black? And every once in a while, I would meet somebody that wasn't in on that bit or that joke. And they would just listen to the radio, because we didn't talk about it every day. It would come up every once in a while. And then so I would, I actually hit Jen said I scratched my head a few times when listening to Barry. But I would meet somebody in the public. And this was, I mean, I met a lot of people. I'm not trying to brag. Like, I'm an E-list celebrity. I'm not a B-list, C, D. I'm an E-list celebrity at best. But people would recognize me. And one time I was at a comedy show, and afterwards this dude comes up to me. He goes, "Are you really Barry Laminack from ESPN Radio?" I was like, "Yeah, why?" He's like, "Bro, I thought you were black." I was like, "Why did you think I was black?" He was like, "You know." And this was a white dude. I was like, "No, I don't know. Why? Why did you think I was black?" He's like, "You know." I was like, "What?" "You sound black." Like, what the? It's okay, fam. Like, they're not gonna just come out of everywhere. I'm not gonna be like Scooby-Doo and shit. Be like, "Just kidding, motherfucker. I am black." And then just start choking a white guy for saying that shit. This is how you lose your black card, B? What? I don't have a black card, Flip. Why am I losing? I'm just telling a story. That's it. This is a story about a white guy that didn't know I wasn't black and came up to me after the show and was genuinely surprised that I was white. He was like, "Bro, I really thought you were black." I was like, "Oh, I get that all the time." But he was stunned. I was like, "Oh, okay." Thank you, Notes. I mean, I don't know why I'm thanking you. I mean, look, let's be real. It is kind of cool when black folks are like, "Oh, you're all right." A lot of white dudes out there were like, "Fuck, man. Fuck. I spent all that time memorizing all the lyrics to NWA songs, and they still won't accept me. It's bullshit. It's absolutely bullshit. Fuck." I even watched a lot of black movies. Damn it. See, that's the fucking dead giveaway, Matt Poche. Matt goes, "I knew you weren't black because your name is Barry Laminack." Yeah. Fact. Rachel Dolezal equals Barry's voice. That's funny. Oh, Cece said Jason Braddock. Oh, yeah. That's another one. Yeah. What is this? Who wasted one white guy on one of the 7 p.m. shows? When I saw that dude on Twitch, I was like, oh, shit, he sounded black for sure. Yeah. Who was? I think he meant. Yeah. Jason Braddock. Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, Nick. See, that's the difference, Nick. I was going to do that reference, and then I was like, well, not in this context because, see, so Nick, that's the difference in like knowing the right moment to say the right thing. Know what I'm saying? I was like, no, not cool. Just generalize, See, this is why white guys get in trouble right here, right there. See, you just gotta know when to put. You're like, nope, that you're white. You're about to white this shit up. About to fuck it all up. Don't do that. All right, I gotta pee. Let's take a break. God, this show way off the rails. I gotta pee bad though. Or as House would say, I gotta pee hard. You guys need to be on House's streams if you're not. Dude's funny. See. Notes is like, see, I should start saying that. I'm trying to fit in with these white folks. I've watched all the John Wayne movies. Oh, that's outstanding. What am I? You're welcome. Hey, how did we get started down this path? I don't even remember. Is that the whitest movies ever, John Wayne? Is that what black people think are white movies? John Wayne movies? Black people are like, man, I'm goddamn John Wayne movies. That is the whitest shit ever. That's interesting. Philip said, I never thought Barry sounded anything other than house brand John Westling. I thought he was John Westling the first time I heard his voice. Really? Oh, no. I don't think John and I sound the same at all. Not even close. Oh, black churches. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, we started on church. Boy, this got way off the goddamn rails. All right, I'm going to go pee. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about Conor McGregor's first pitch. I got the video that we brought up on Sports Riot last night about Kevin Keirmaier, and we can talk about that. Chipotle has new food. Top Chef. It's a Whisker Wednesday. I've got 2 amazing animals for you guys to adopt from Special Pals. We're going to get into all of that and more right after the break. Let Daddy go wee wee. Meanwhile, you watch this video that Penguin Katie put together of all these adorable animals on TikTok, just being adorable animals. Okay? So we're going to do that. I'm back in just a minute. Watch this. See you in a sec. This is Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Laminack. Go grab a friend. Meet me back here, bitches. See you in a minute.
Watch my cat's reaction when I come home from work. If you're happy and you know it, say a roo. If you're happy and you know it, say a roo. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, say a roo. Say a roo. Oh.
Found a stick on the ground, and now I'm gonna use it. All this power that I found, gonna totally abuse it. I hit so much stuff, do not get into my...
Hey, Maddie, can I get an hour? Hey, Maddie, can I get an hour?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Hey, babe, I need you to go to the store. We ran out of... Hey? Oh, dear God.
This is called the Pitbull Takedown. It's specifically designed to take down vicious animals such as this one. It goes just like this.
Oh, the little baby. Are you a little baby? Oh, yeah, the little baby. Yeah.
Oh boy! What? Oh, they fell! So what? Okay! Moses! What's that? A blanket man! Gosh! Ham! Hey, John, look! Hammy, what's going on? A leaf fell!
When people call you extra, just look them in their face and say, am I extra or are you basic?
That's right.
Time to do some sketchy shit. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Hope I get away with it. Oh, da doo-dah day.
Hey, welcome back to hour number 2 of Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for sticking around through the break. Those of you that did, those of you that didn't, suck. Man, that first hour was wild. Got a little off the rails there. I apologize if you tuned in for just sports. We're going to get sportsy in this hour. Have no fear. It's also a Whisker Wednesday, so I've got animals galore for you to adopt from Special Pals. Let's get some sports in and out of our system before we continue, though. And I think it's got to be good sports, not any of this other mealy-mouthed sports bullshit. We need good, solid sports, and I have a sports highlight for you. And this highlight it's a highlight that I think typifies the nuance of sport and the beautifulness of sport, especially if one is prepared. And that would be none other than Conor McGregor throwing out the first pitch at a baseball game. Now, I'd like to point out a few things before we let Conor actually throw out the first pitch. The first thing I like to point out is, God damn, that suit is tight. I don't need to see your butt cheeks like that in your suit, Conor McGregor. Can you at least buy a large? Why is this suit so... It's got to be a stretchy suit. There's no reason this isn't a stretchy suit, right? This should be a stretch suit. This is definitely made of stretch material. So this is Conor McGregor, famed UFC and MMA fighter, world champion, proper number 12, connoisseur and entrepreneur. This is a tight ass suit. Like, I thought my jeans were tight. That's a tight ass suit. That looks like, oh, I didn't know Lululemon made suits. This looks like yoga pants with a cuff. Looks like your jeans, B. You shut your whore mouth, Flip. You can catch all the smoke. Now, Conor McGregor is going to throw out the first pitch. And you got all the photographers there. You've got, I don't know, some random PR lady using her phone, which isn't going to be as good as these cameras. And then I don't know who that is, who he's throwing that to. I think that's that rookie kid that broke the rookie home run record for the Cubs, if I'm not mistaken. Wisdom or something like that. Mark G would know. Yeah, he's sold proper number 12. He'll still forever be associated with it. It's like, I'm sure Bartles and James. Bartles probably sold, but it's still Bartles and James. Damn. Note said that's the Fabletics 3-piece. That's outstanding. I don't know where McGregor got that suit, but it sure as hell wasn't the men's department. No, that's a tight ass suit, boy. All right, so Conor's going to throw out the first pitch at the Cubs game. And he's like, oh, yeah, don't you know I got the Lucky Charms or whatever he says. And then he goes to throw the first pitch. Now the warm-up is typical Conor McGregor cockiness. Like this little arm shuffle and stuff is like, get ready, bitch. It's about to be 100 right down the middle of the plate. What the fuck, Conor? Bro, you just made 50 Cent look like $2 with that. What is that? What was that? First of all, like that's the part that gets me. It's not just the suit, but it's the cockiness of oh boy, hold on. He's like, oh, all I need to do is get some shoulder rotations in here and everything's fine. Everything will be good. Here we go. You ready? Like this, like, what the fuck was that? Yeah, people ducking with the net. Joe Pro said, is he even left-handed? That's a good question. Maybe he should have thrown it with his right. It couldn't have been any damn worse. Oh, it is Patrick Wisdom. Okay, that's what I thought. I couldn't remember Patrick, but I knew his name was Wisdom. Good young ball player. I mean, that's pretty terrible, all things considered. Like, that's the best part, the cockiness. And then, like, right there, not good. Right there, not good. Now, I want to point something out, right? So you've got Wisdom is smiling. He's like, I'm catching the first ball from Conor McGregor. This is pretty great. This is a career highlight. I got to meet the champ. Conor McGregor's like, get ready, bitch. I'm about to show you my yellow moons. And then the Bear's like, all right, let's do this. And then he throws that shit. Now, I want you to watch the facial expressions of Mr. Wisdom behind the plate as he realizes that Conor McGregor has gone Cincinnati mayor in this bitch and just made an awful mistake with his throw. Watch the face of Wisdom behind the plate as I click play. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, he's like, let's go, Conor. Yeah, baby, let's go. And then he's got to go get it now. He's taking grounder practice. You feel like if Conor would have had a little more room in his suit, he maybe could have got that shoulder rotation all the way around and not just, I don't know, winged it out there to the right. Yeah. Oh, what does the PR lady do? Chris says, look at the PR lady. Let's see. She's like, I got it, Mr. McGregor. I'll tag you on Insta. Oh, my God. She's like, oh, shit. Get out the way. She never moved. She's a stud. She's a G. She never moved. I'll tell you what, that old man photographer nearly ate it. How do you miss that bad? I mean, I understand if you spike it or you know, but damn. That's pretty terrible. Here's the bad thing. Simone Biles threw out a better first pitch. I mean, she's probably a better athlete, if we're being honest. Angel Hernandez is like, strike. She said Joe West. Strike. Incarnate. That's hilarious, bro. Can we all give it up for Incarnate? That's a funny ass joke. That is a funny ass joke, Incarnate, and you deserve all the praise in the world for that. Well done indeed. Somebody call Harry Doyle just a bit outside, maybe if he wore a suit that actually fit. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Terrence said that tight ass jacket made him shank the throw. Maybe so. He couldn't get his arm all the way rotated around. Huh. He's on drugs. Carter said he's on drugs, seeing shit and thought the catcher was 30 feet away. Okay. You guys are getting aggressive now. Yeah, that's the other thing, Notes. She backflipped and still hummed it in there. Connor's like, yeah, a couple shoulder rolls. Whoop. Look like if this is going to get me in trouble. If Connor's throw, I shouldn't say this. No, there's too much buildup to it now. I mean, basically, if Connor's throw was, it's like Forrest Whitaker's eye. It just, okay. It's not okay. If his throw was a face, that was Forrest Whitaker's eye. I'm not proud of this. MGK is in his head. Look at the guy behind home plate in the Reds laughing. Oh, that's true. He is laughing, isn't he? He is laughing. Let's see. So he's like standing there. He's like, got it. Oh, he's fucking with him. He's pointing at him. He don't like him. Yeah, there's a little Forrest Whitaker's eye over there. I apologize to Mr. Whitaker's eye. I'm sorry. So there you go. Barry said his throw looks like Forrest Whitaker's lazy eye. I'm sorry. Okay. I feel like weaker than his ankles. Dang, Shelby. Dang. All right. So that was the thing. That was the throw. So there's your sports. Okay. There's your sports. Mark said, I just realized 50 Cent's first pitch was also at Wrigley Field. Yeah, it's the jinx of Wrigley Field. Yeah. Which is also why the Cubs give up so many runs, because their pitchers suck too. And both threw lefties, yeah. Fidel said, what did I just tune into? Well, you missed a lot, Fidel. You missed an off the rails, but seemingly fun first hour. Now, we got some sports in. We're going to come back to Kevin Keirmaier. I have that video as well. Looky there. Look at that. We're going to get to that. But we're not going to do it yet because it is a Whisker Wednesday. And because it's a Whisker Wednesday, oh, drum roll. We got to talk about the animals. We got to get these babies adopted. So, folks, it's a Whisker Wednesday brought to you by Special Pals and Penguin Katie, who works at Special Pals. And before we get into the adorable, and I'm going to tell you right now, Chase and Tiger are the animals I have, and they are the cutest and something special about each of them. However, Special Pals brings it to you open Wednesday through Sunday, 12 to 4 p.m. for adoptions. They're always open on online, specialpals.org. You can see all of the animals they have available for you to adopt. And when and if you would adopt an animal from Special Pals, they come fully vaccinated, microchipped, spayed or neutered, up to date on their flea and heartworm prevention meds. All of the adoption fees, well, adoption fees, not all, but adoption fees range from between $80 to $250. And again, you can get more information about that and what they do and the animals available at specialpals.org. So the first cutie patootie that I have for you to adopt today, courtesy of Special Pals and Penguin Katie, is Chase. Look at Chase. Chase is hoping that the second time is the charm. He was adopted from Special Pals last year, but he's back after his family had to move. I've never understood why people can't move and just take their dog. Maybe they go to an apartment. I don't know. But poor Chase, right back at it at Special Pals. He's a big, lovable 8-year-old pup who is starting to slow down, but he still has a lot of love to give. He loves watching space documentaries, eating watermelon, and wearing sissy blue shirts. That is exactly what he is, Matt. He is a handsome boy. He looks like a good boy. He just looks like a good dog. He does. He just looks like he'd be a great dog. Very much a cutie, Sid. Very much. I hope you and Walt go adopt him. You and Walt should go get Chase. 8-year-old pup. And if you want to go get Chase, just log on to specialpals.org. Open Wednesday through Sunday, 12 to 4. And they do a great job with what they do. John Weatherly said, I think pet vaccination should be up to the animal. Did they do their own research? Chase is like, my body, my choice. I don't know what you're talking about. So that's the one. And then the other animal I have for you. This is Tiger. Tiger is a 3-year-old G. Say, what's up, little mama? Tiger's a 3-year-old who once punched a man for looking at him funny. Tiger don't play. Tiger don't fuck around. He was recently awarded Best in Stripes Design, and he's the reigning hide-and-seek champion of the Catio out at Special Pals. If you've never seen the Catio, you got to get out there to Special Pals. He lost part of his ear at the same time he lost his balls, funny enough. Don't ask him about it. It's a long story. See, when I first got this picture from Katie when she sent it over, I was like, this is the worst Photoshop ever. They just took out half of the top of his ear. Poor Tiger. They were just like, we're in a hurry. We gotta Photoshop this cat's head and put in a different background. And then you read it and you're like, oh, Tiger done lost part of his ear. But he's a cutie, though. He is definitely a cutie. Got a little Spencer look to him. Speaking of, I got to go let Spencer out of the bathroom. We have to separate our cats to eat. It's the weirdest thing. So apparently Walt hates animals. Walt said, absolutely not. We're not adopting Chase, even though Chase is a gorgeous, gorgeous animal. Walt says, absolutely not. I hope Chase bites your balls, Walt. I really do. I hope Chase bites you dead on the balls. You deserve it. Because he deserves a home. And if you want to adopt Chase because Walt's an asshole, or you want to adopt Tiger, go to specialpals.org. That's the website. Open Wednesday through Sunday, 12 to 4 p.m. All the animals that you adopt. Fully vaccinated, microchipped, spayed or neutered, up to date on the flea and heartworm, and adoption fees range between $80 and $250. Go check it out. Frederick said, same, Tiger. Same. Yeah. Don't ask him about it. Long story. And Frederick, apparently, don't ask Frederick about losing his balls or his ear. Same thing. Long story. All right. Well, thank you to Special Pals and Pinko and Katie for those cuties. I hope you guys will go adopt them. Note said, well, that settles it. I'm leaving Austin now, heading to Houston to get Chase. Let's go! Go get him! Chase, he's on his way, buddy. He is cute, though. He looks like a good boy. Well, you don't deserve Chase, asshole. Oh, Shelby, you rascal. Say hello, mama. How you doing? Let me whisper in your ear. That is hilarious. All right, so let's get back to the sports now that we've got the adoptions out of the way. Let's talk Kevin Keirmaier. Again, we talked about this last night on Sports Right Live. If you don't know, myself, John Westling, Mike Liebeshock, every Tuesday, Thursday, and now Sundays 10 to noon, leading you up to kickoff. We get on twitch.tv/Sports Right Live and we cut up. We have a good time. Sometimes John shows his feet. Sometimes he becomes Hank Williams Jr. Sometimes he doesn't show up at all. It just randomly depends on the show. But we have an absolute blast. If you have not had a chance to catch one of those shows, do so. Join us every Tuesday and Thursday, 7 to 9 p.m. Or actually Thursdays is a sidecast of Thursday Night Football. So we'll be sidecasting Texans, Panthers. It's a good time. You should come hang out with us. Twitch.tv/Sports Right Live. Go follow the show and the schedule's there and you'll get it after that. Now, but this was brought up. Oh, look at that, Donna. Absolutely. She said, absolutely the best time. We get wild. We get crazy. So last night they brought it to my attention. I remember the Kevin Keirmaier play But I didn't see the end of it. And I wanted to talk about this on this show because my guy Kevin Keirmaier is kind of a thief. Check this out.
All the way around second.
So,
Third, and they're going to stop
basically,
and he is out at the plate.
Okay. So, no big deal. He gets thrown out. But what was that? What was that? Hold up now. So he gets thrown out. This was after an overthrow and this, that, and the other.
Keirmaier's going to run all the way around second on his way to third, and they're going to stop him, and he's going to come anyway. And
so now,
at the plate.
I want to point out something here. Watch when he slides. You're going to see a paper fly up. You see by his belt on the ground there? You see that? You see that? That, like, the catcher's looking back like, gotcha, bitch. And Keirmaier's like, I'm staying alive. This is a very sassy photo. But there's also incriminating evidence here. That little piece of paper on the ground, well, that belongs to the Blue Jays catcher, who apparently lost it out of his little sweatband there. And that is the scouting report for all of the Rays hitters that they use to call pitches. Well, watch Kevin Keirmaier when he looks down and realizes what it is. He's like, I wasn't safe. Check it out. It was close. What is this? Huh? Oh, I'm taking that. That's fine. He looks back like, okay, he don't know. There were people that were like, oh, maybe he didn't know. And now that I see the video, I'm like, no, he fucking knew. He knew. He looked it dead on ass at it. He's like, what is this? Check it. It might be close. Oh, there's what? I'm taking that. Did they know? Did they? Nope, they didn't see. Okay, I'll take this back to the bench. So I think that the question is, and the thing we debated last night on Sports Right is the dilemma. Is this inappropriate? Was this dastardly that he did that? Matt Boucher said, well, don't drop your shit. Yeah, but there's that whole gentlemanly etiquette thing where you're like, hey, you dropped your scouting report card. I could have taken it. I could have looked at it. This isn't like proprietary information, by the way. I think the right thing to do, and John Westling's take and a lot of people's take was, hey, all's fair in love and war. It's sports. An edge is an edge. A leg up is a leg up. You drop your card, finders keepers. Possession, 9/10 of the law. All that. But there's also that point where you go, this is yours. And it's not the same. Jared said it's the same as tipping pitches. No, it's not. No, it is completely two different things. I 100% disagree with you. Not the same. Here's why. Tipping your pitches is performance based. Tipping your pitches has to do with your mechanics and your performance on the field. And if you're, if a pitcher can tell that you're opening up your hips, so you're susceptible to the ball on the outside of the plate, he's going to use that to his advantage. That I understand. If you stop, like what was that was the one against the Astros not too long ago. I forget who it was. If they brought the ball up here, it was a fastball. If they brought it down low, it was a breaking ball or something like that. And the Astros noticed that. Was it Darvish? It might have been you, Darvish. It might have been somebody else. That's performance-based. That's fine. That is fully, I get it. But when you have a card that you developed based off of research and statistics and everything else, and it was never meant to be seen by the opponent, it's a little shitty if it accidentally falls out and you don't realize it and they grab it. It's kind of shitty that they would just, it was Darvish in the 17 World Series. It's kind of shitty that you wouldn't return that. To me, it's not cheating. It's not cheating, but it's certainly not ethical in the least. I mean, an advantage is an advantage, and that's what Westling and Liebeschock and some of you in the chat are saying. And if you can get a leg up, all's fair in love and war, and this is a sport, I get it. But then I also say, what if the tables were turned? If you're a Rays fan and you're like, hey, tough shit. You'd be pretty pissed off if that was the Rays catcher and Vlad Guerrero Jr. looks down and goes, oh, and walks off with it. Then you'd be like, come on, be better than that. Come on. You could have just said, hey, you dropped your card here, and then read it. That would have been funny, because then it'd be like, hey, give me my card. Okay. Got me. But to get it and then be like he knew what he was doing. And he knew what he was doing was unethical, or at the very least, that's why he looked back. He wasn't looking back because he was checking up on it like Beyonce. Like, is he checking me out? Is he checking me out? He's looking at my ass. Yo, he's looking at my ass right now. He's looking at my ass. Look. I see you peeking, boo-boo. No. He looked back because he was like, I got your shit. Wonder if they noticed. That's right, Incarnate. He stole the secret decoder ring. And again, the point I made last night is the point I'll stand with. This isn't proprietary information. I promise you, everyone in that Rays dugout knows what their strengths and weaknesses are as a hitter. They know they're susceptible to the breaking ball or fastball up in the zone or sliders off the plate or change-ups down and in or whatever it might be. They know that. And they know that the Blue Jays and every other opponent knows that. Everybody knows everybody's strengths and weaknesses for the most part. Everybody's using analytics. Everybody has hot and cold zone spray charts and all that shit. How you deal with it is the other thing, right? It's like the shift. When a team does the shift, they're letting you know, hey, you're a dead pull hitter and we know it. And you think that the guy at the plate's like, no, I'm not. And then he pulls the ball. He's like, I'm a dead pull hitter. He knows he's a dead pull hitter. And that's why they try to bunt and sneak in because they know if I swing at this, I'm pulling it. That's just my tendency. So none of this is a surprise to people. I bet you when they looked at that, they went, yeah, that's about right. Yeah. Frank, you suck at a high fastball. I don't understand it, but I mean, you chase them all the time. We've told you this, but they're throwing it. So, I ethically, I think it's wrong. Is it cheating? No. Should he have given it back? Yes. All fair in love and war. I get it. It's just a bad look. And this is going to sound super corny. And you guys are going to be like, oh, get the fuck out of here. And I get it. That's fine. Not that you guys would say the F word because you don't curse like me. Bunch of pansies. Eric says, doesn't the paper also have the pitching signs? That I don't know. It may have the addition and subtraction, but that's easy enough to change in the dugout. Because it's really just about addition and subtraction. You'll see them be like, all right. You'll see a catcher go out and be like, so if I touch my chin, that's add one. If I touch my eyebrow, it's subtract one, right? So they'll be like, and so, oh, that's subtract one. He touched his eyebrow, so we're going to subtract one. So then they go out there and it's always the second sign or the third sign. So they may be like 2, 1, 3, outside. Well, since it's 2, 1, 3 and it's add one and it's the middle sign, it was 1. So that's a 2. So I'm throwing the curveball. That's what they do. And there's other ways that they do it, I'm sure. But that's the most common way is you give a number of signs. It's either 1, 2, or 3 in the sequence. And then you're either adding or subtracting a certain amount of numbers to that. And it's usually 1 or 2 either way. So, yeah. You can change that pretty easily. It's the scouting report that I think is the bigger, oh, they know what we're doing. I mean, they kind of do already. Katie said, I think it's crappy not to return it, but baseball's a whole different thing. Shouldn't have dropped it is a valid argument. Yeah, but it's not like that they dropped it on purpose. It was an accident. Flip said, no way. Higher ball coaching can't stress enough to talk to your pitcher before going out. And that's the thing is you'll go out and you'll be like, all right, the sequence here. This is why you'll see visits to the mound with a guy on second. Because they're going to come out and they're going to say, all right, look, we've been doing All right, we know that they've been stealing signs, and they know that our call is second number, add 1. So for this pitch sequence, when that guy's on second, we're going to go first number, add 2. Okay? Okay, cool. Same page. First number, add 2. You ready? All right, cool. So we're going to go 0, 1, 2 inside. 0 plus 2 is 2. I'm throwing the curveball. And then the guy thinks it's a 0 and then 1. Now it's 2 plus 1. That's 3. That's a slider coming. And so he's tipping slider and it's not. So that's why it matters. And that's why you see mound visits. Sean said just in time for baseball. Bitch, you missed the best parts of the show. Don't come in here just because we're on a topic you don't like. Start complaining. The baseball. Should have showed your ass up for the whole show. D-Mana said, and the batter got all that from banging on a trash can. A little bit. D-Mana, here's the difference with the Astros and the sign stealing and the trash cans. The trash cans wasn't like, oh, it's a curveball inside. Like, it wasn't that. It's basically what they're saying is fastball, not fastball. That's all it was. Just so your timing, like you can eye a breaking ball or, especially if you know before it's thrown. So what they would do is basically steal the sign. They'd have a camera or they'd have somebody on second, whatever it was that they were doing to steal that sign. Who's talking shit about me? My nose is itching. Or whatever it is, they would steal the sign and then relay and it would be like, if I touch my left knee, it's a fastball. If I touch my right knee, it's not. So you would just go like this, or you would go like that, and then and that would let them know this is the pitch. And it was that fast. You could see I'm adding 2. That's a curveball. It's a breaking ball. Touch my right knee. Bang, bang, bang. Curveball's coming. Pitch is made. It can honestly happen that fast. You're not talking about morons like me who need 5 minutes to collect themselves. All right, 2 plus 1. Let's see. Carry the 1. Where's my phone? I'll just add it on there. I mean, these are dudes who hit a 100-mile-an-hour fastball for a living. You're talking a tenth of a second reaction time. So these are guys that can see the number. 1 plus 2, that's a curveball. That's a breaking ball. It's either a 1 or it's not. So it's either binary. Fastball, not fastball. So you see it, okay, it's a 1 plus, that's a breaking ball. Right-hand side, bang, 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 it's a breaking ball. Now you know timing better. So, yeah. Oh, I did miss that. The dress like Grinky day. That was very interesting. One guy had on mall walkers. Pretty hilarious. Flip said, could you imagine Gronk getting pitching signs? Oh my God. Gronk will be out there with an abacus. He'd be like, all right, 1. Yeah. It'd take Gronk forever. Joe Bro says, I still don't care if a batter knows what's coming. You still got to hit the damn thing. Only Michael Turner can do it. Who's Michael Turner? White Mike. I want to be like White Mike. Hey, I got bad news for you, hockey fans. I don't think Houston's getting a hockey team. Well, it certainly isn't going to be the Arizona Coyotes. The Coyotes. Apparently, word out of Arizona, word out of Phoenix is they've worked on a deal for a new arena. So the Coyotes, in fact, not only are they staying put, they got new gear out. They got new jerseys. They've not New Jersey, like, oh, they're moving to New Jersey. No, they have like new, what's it called? Is it a hockey jersey or is it a hockey sweater? They got out new sweater vests. What is that? What? 1.8 billion? Is that how much it was? I gotta pull that up. Let's see. The proposed stadium. I didn't see the number on it. Yeah, I didn't see the number. Yeah, it doesn't say. Although I'm sure there's another article on like the Hockey Times that I don't read. It's a moo-moo. That is not a moo-moo incarnate. Yeah, see, I thought it was called a sweater. Mark G said it's sweater is the real term, but jersey is acceptable. Blood napkin. No, it's not a blood napkin. Oh, and we've got to read Andy's takes. If Andy chimes in on baseball, God damn it, you read it. Okay? And Andy said if the hitter could hear the garbage can, so could the catcher. They couldn't figure out when that was happening. I think they did. I think everybody kind of knew. People just didn't say it because they all had their own schemes and their own methods. But there was, I mean, Andy, I'm sure you remember, I think it was the White Sox. I don't know why I said it like that. Sox. It's the White Sox. I think it was the White Sox pitcher. Might have been a Blue Jay. I don't know. I think it was a White Sox. But there was a guy on the mound, and he's going into his windup, and you hear, and he just stops and calls the catcher out, and they changed the addition and subtraction patterns because he realized, all right, this was too bad. This was not a coincidence. That bang coincides, and it's been coinciding this whole time with my curveball. So, I mean, there were times when they would do that, and they might have done that between innings too and just not made a bigger deal out of it like that one time for sure, but they knew. They knew. Flip said Mexicans call those ponchos. No, that's not a poncho. That is a hockey jersey. And poor Coyote, he's got a hole in his chest. That poor guy. Oh, wow. So it is 1.7 billion. Boy, Phoenix must really love hockey. So Mark G says a proposed Arizona Coyotes arena is the core of a $1.7 billion development in Tempe. Oh, as the team envisions. Well, but that's the whole development. That's not just, I mean, it's centered around the arena, Mark. But that's not, all the money's not going to the arena. There's going to be other shit. Excuse me, not a COVID cough. But there will be other shit. No, I don't think it was Lance Lynn. Erickson says, was it Lance Lynn that knew it was coming? No, I don't think it was Lance Lynn. It was either a White Sox or a Blue Jay. And I don't remember if it was the one that sued the Astros because he lost his job. Because he got like raked at Minute Maid and then ended up getting demoted to the minors and kicked out of baseball after that. And he was like, this is because the cheating scandal. And they were like, bro, your ERA was 6+. It wasn't 1.7 ERA coming into play in the Astros. You were ass before you played the Astros. Nice try. But y'all remember that. There was a pitcher trying to sue the Astros. I got booted out of baseball because y'all cheated. No, you got booted because you suck. Joe Pro has a good point. 1.3 of the 1.7 million will just be spent keeping ice from melting in Tempe, Arizona. That's the weird thing. Look at the picture. Hey, here's a guy in a cold weather sweater in the desert. It's kind of weird. Hockey in a desert, it just is a weird thing. Just seems weird. Uh-oh. Now we've got more hockey news. Listen, Mark, I'm going to need you to get rid of your boner, okay? I know you're like about to just, I don't know. You got a boner for hockey. Mark's a big hockey honk. Now he's just posting random hockey stuff in the chat. Hey, check this out. They're experimenting with a new puck. It's square. Well, PK said there's enough snowbirds here to support it. Yeah, but I don't give a shit. And if the host isn't into it, well, then what good is it? But he did say San Jose Sharks forward Evander Kane is facing allegations of sexual assault and domestic violence by his estranged wife. So she went the route of, he's a cheater. And then that didn't work. And now she's like, also, he's a piece of shit. And listen, I believe her. We'll see how this works out. I believe her. But maybe lead with that next time. It's a bad look. If your first inclination is this guy cheats on hockey and bets on it, and then that doesn't work out because you don't like him, so then you bring up the fact that he's an abuser. Now, you should have led with abuser. That's the more serious crime here. That's the more important thing. And while I believe her, and I always will, it gives people the opportunity to question the authenticity of the accusation. Well, now you're just saying that because the first one didn't work. When that's probably not true. And probably further from the truth. But you don't want to give him that opportunity. If he abused you, lead with it. And I understand that can be difficult to come out and say. I understand. Barry, you enable him. Who, Mark? I'm not. No. Kane's wife is determined to take his ass down. That's what I'm saying. That's what it looks like at this point. That's what it looks like. And I'm not saying it is. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if she's determined to take him down if the fact of the matter is he's an abuser. Because if he's an abuser, nothing else matters. I got some in my eye. So there you go. All right, we got a little hockey in, a little baseball, a little Conor McGregor. Quick little note. I'm not going to dwell on it, but I know we got some boxing fans here. Manny Pacquiao officially retired from boxing. Now, he hasn't been good in a while. And this is long overdue. But he did talk about the fact that, look, I should have retired a long time ago. And my family wanted me to retire a long time ago. But the fact of the matter is, I love the sport of boxing so much that I just kept doing it just because I loved it. Which is fine. I'm sure I'll be streaming and doing stand-up well past my prime when no one gives a fat shit about it. I understand you love it. It's hard to walk away. Especially when it's all you've known your whole life. But the thing that's crazy to me about Pacquiao is this isn't a guy that this is all he had, right? Like, this isn't a guy who came up, I was poor and destitute and broke, and I lived on the streets and I learned how to box and I made my way through the rankings and became a great boxer. Like, he's a congressman. He's big where he's from. Philippines, right? Yeah. He's huge there. A politician, actor. I think he sings. And I know that all that was made by boxing. I understand the premise of that. But it's also not necessary at this point. You've already established yourself. It's hard to walk away, though. When you love something and you're good at it, it is difficult to walk away from it. That is a fact. But he's going to now. Last thing I had on the list. Damn it, I don't have the slide here. But this past weekend, a Steelers fan really showed his ass. And I mean literally. Apparently there was a story that came out. That's not it. Why won't this pop up? This Steelers fan shit his pants at the game. He doo-dooed in his pants, people. At Heinz Field. He shit his khakis. Crapped his khakis. He boo-booed in his underoos. And instead of just going to the car, instead of just being like, hey, well, fellas, I got to go. That's what you do, right? If you shit your pants at a football game, you certainly don't go to the bathroom, take your pants off, and try to clean the doo-doo out. You act like an adult, you stand up, itchy ass and all, and you say, well, the wife just paged me 911. I got to go. And then you just leave and you take your shitty ass home and you throw those pants away and you never speak of it. You certainly don't, first of all, sully the good name of Jerome Bettis, who's now associated with this doo-doo catastrophe. Bro, what are you doing? And where are your shoes, shitty man? Why? Donna said alcohol may have been involved. You think, Donna? I don't know many sober people that are standing at a sink at Heinz Field with doo-doo pants, washing them out like it's the 1850s and they're in a river banging rocks on them. Well, we're going to get these clean, Mama, and then I'll round up some sheep and make us a sweater. This is not good. You got to just... Katie said you got to take your shoes off to get your pants off. Well, then put them back on while you're standing there. I tell you what. Are you telling me that you couldn't have walked your shitty ass to the team store and got some Steelers shorts? Surely they have Steelers shorts or sweatpants that you could have bought. Surely they have some bottoms there you could have bought. I'll buy a skirt and tell everyone it's a kilt. No, this isn't no, this isn't a Steelers skirt. This is a Steelers kilt. I don't think that's how kilts work. No, it's true. A lot of people don't know this, but the steel industry was actually propped up by the Irish. Okay. Just go fucking buy some sweatpants at the team store. Throw those in the garbage. Go back to your friends. Stop shitting your pants. End of transaction. But instead, he wants to turn the bathroom into a laundromat. That's gross. It's gross and it's weird. Also, if you've ever shit your pants in public, you completely feel this guy. You're just like, yep, been there, done that. Just go to the car. Go home. You may have to make new friends. You may have to get a new girlfriend, new wife. But you know what? You live to fight another day, pal. Cheer up. But now, everyone on the internet knows you shit your pants. Also, nice legs. All right. No, I'm not leaving yet. I gotta tell you guys about Dan's Seafood and Wings. I almost forgot, guys. If you haven't been to Dan's Seafood and Wings yet, oh my gosh, you got to get out there. It's the best. It's the most deliciousness place you'll ever try seafood at, I promise. For the best in seafood and wings, make it Dan's. 2 locations for you. One on the southwest side off South Gessner. One on the northeast side on Uvalde. Boiled spicy shrimp, New Orleans barbecue shrimp, grilled platters, lo mein, wings, salads, po' boy, shrimp po' boy. Oh my gosh. You name it, they got it. Eat at Dan's. That's the website. Eatatdans.com. It's delicious. You're going to love it. I mean, Katie, Donna. I can sit here and name a list of deckheads and it goes on and on. They all love the food. If you haven't tried it yet, I think you're going to love it as well. Do yourself a solid. Go to eatatdans.com. Follow them on Instagram and check out the food. It tastes as good as it looks. Their Instagram is like food porn. You should be following them if you're not. Go to eatatdans.com. Check it out. Make sure you go to the 2 locations. I'm probably going to put some Dans in my mouth this weekend. That's right. I'll go to Uvalde and get Norris some boiled spicy shrimp. We make it a whole thing. And you should too. For the best in seafood and wings, put some Dans in your mouth. All right. Now we bounce. Dans. Yeah, Mark, that would be like not what they would want me to do. But I could be like, Dans won't make you shit your pants. Well, kiddos, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you guys being here. Shelby, I hope your situations improve. I know you are GTSS boo-boo, and I'm rooting for you. I am here for you. I'm here for all of you. If you need anything from anybody, hit me up, hit them up. The community of deckheads are amazing, and you are not alone. Thank you, Marsha. Good to see you, sweetie. Until tomorrow. Kelly Eco should be here. We'll talk some more Rockets and John Wall and Eric Gordon and Ben Simmons, possibly. Joel, you have a great day too, buddy. I'm going to go run. I'm going to go eat. I'm going to go show prep for Houston Sports Show and tomorrow's show and do some videos and some other things. So until tomorrow, when I see you all again, we'll do another crazy 2 hours of ridiculous shit. Do me 3 favors, people. Well, do me 4. 1, eat a dance. Do me 3 favors. Be safe. Be kind. And most importantly, love each other. See y'all tomorrow. And he's making a YouTube video.